Welcome to the deep dive. All right, let's just jump right in.
Let's do it.
We've got this fascinating stack of source material today, excerpts from I Am Number 4.
Yep.
And our mission really is to cut through it all, pull out the key insights, the surprising bits, the core story that's hiding in these specific pages.
Think of this as your quick guide. We'll help you get up to speed on this really unique story. Hidden powers, always running, trying to find a place.
Even when you can't stop moving.
Exactly. We're just going to focus on what these pages tell us, connect those dots for you.
Okay, let's unpack it. And, well, right away, the sources throw you into this life of constant movement. It's intense.
Oh, it defines everything for the main character. He's with Henri, his guardian, who's pretending to be his dad, and they're always moving.
The excerpts actually open with them leaving Florida, right?
Yeah, getting ready to go, and the way they leave, they burn everything. Forged papers, passports, birth certificates, even credit cards, gone.
Wow, just destroying the whole identity. That's serious commitment to disappearing.
Total erasure, no paper trail left behind.
And this time, they're heading Ohio.
Ohio, yeah. Big change from Florida, different vibe completely.
And the sources mention one thing they do keep. Something physical.
The Atlas. Yes, that stood out to me too. It's literally the only thing they have that tracks their history together.
That's a map.
More than a map. It's marked up, crisscrossing lines all over the U.S., showing every single place they've ever lived. It's treasured, It's the only piece of their shared past that isn't just a memory.
It's their history book, basically.
Very much.
So another move means another new identity. They pick John Smith.
Yeah, and the text makes it clear that's deliberate. John Smith couldn't be more common, right?
Designed to be forgettable. A shield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Henri plays the father figure. It's all part of the disguise.
So they're trying so hard to be normal, just blend in. But underneath, there's this huge, dangerous secret. The sources call it the Loric Legacy. It's something about a scar system.
Right, this is where it gets really core to the mystery. We find out they're part of this group. 9 kids. The Garde, who escaped their planet, Lorien, before it was destroyed.
Okay, 9 of them survived.
And they were linked by this Loric charm. But the charm, it comes with this, horrific warning system.
Warning system.
When one of the 9 is found by the enemy and killed, a specific circular scar burns itself onto the right ankle of all the others who are still alive.
Whoa, wait, so it's like a physical, painful tally?
Precisely. A burning scar appears. It tells them the count is dropping. They know how many are left.
That's dark.
It is. They also have this small scar on their left ankle, apparently from when the charm was first cast, but the right ankle ones, those are the active warnings. It tells them 3 are already gone, and it means they'll be coming for us next.
And the sources describe John's first time getting one. He was only 9 in Arizona.
Yeah, woke up screaming. The searing pain, the scar literally burning into his skin.
That must have been terrifying.
It was pivotal. The sources say it wasn't just the pain. It was the moment he knew for sure he wasn't a normal kid, and worse. It meant the Mogadorians, the aliens who destroyed Lorien, had found them on Earth.
And that scar appearing is what made them move again immediately.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Packed up and headed to Minnesota, no hesitation.
And Henri really lays it out for him, doesn't he? Tells him it's not about him. It's about their race surviving.
Yeah, he looks right at John, this 9-year-old kid, and says, "You're number 4. You're next in line." Imagine that weight.
Quote of the world, or what's left of it, on his shoulders.
Exactly. It forces him into this hidden life, which brings them to Paradise, Ohio.
Paradise, Ohio. Population 5,243. Sounds quaint.
Yeah, the sources paint that picture. Smaller than where they were before. Old gas stations, cemetery, houses with Halloween stuff out already. Almost ironically normal.
Given their situation, yeah. And the house they move into.
Kind of reinforces that feeling. Temporary, a bit rundown. Furniture under sheets, dust, dead bugs, cheap paneling. John's room has this faded poster of Bernie Kosar.
Okay, Bernie Kosar again. That detail keeps popping up. Seems important somehow.
Feels like foreshadowing, doesn't it?
It does. And even before the big powers show up, there are hints about John's abilities.
Yeah, his reflexes are mentioned, super sharp. He apparently masters video games really fast, especially alien war games. He pretends he's fighting Mogadorians in them.
Like practicing without knowing it.
Kind of, but Henri doesn't like it. Wants him focused on blending in, on the real world, not the alien threat they're running from.
That conflict's already there.
Yeah.
Then comes the big test of blending in high school.
Yep. Start sophomore year. They have a whole backstory cooked up from Santa Fe this time, constant lying. To the principal, Mr. Harris described as having beady eyes and a big grin to everyone. It's a performance.
And that performance gets tested on day 1. He runs into Mark James, football player type.
Right, and Mark immediately confronts him, calls him a runner.
And John's reaction is intense.
Very. The sources say he feels this powerful urge, like he could literally break him in half. It's visceral. But he has to fight it down. Remember Henri's #1 rule. Don't stand out. Don't draw attention.
That internal struggle. His power versus the need to hide. It starts right there.
Absolutely. And right in the middle of that tension, he meets Sarah.
The description is pretty immediate. Never seen a girl so good looking.
Classic teenage reaction, right? Their first interaction is awkward wave. She's taking pictures. He blushes, but is also suspicious because, aliens are hunting him.
But she breaks through that suspicion.
Yeah, she actually defends him against Mark later, tells Mark, don't be such a dick. They connect in home, making pancakes, and she opens up.
About her past.
Yeah, about dating Mark, how it wasn't great, how she got sent away, found photography, broke up with him, and now just wants to be good, kind.
And there's that moment with the phone Mark took.
That really stands out in the text. She goes to a lot of trouble to get it back for him. And he thinks, she went to such lengths to help me. She barely knows me. It's this genuine kindness he's not used to.
And that connection leads to a first kiss.
Yep, Halloween night after a haunted hayride. Things are starting to feel a little normal, almost.
Almost. But then there's Sam Good. He meets him too, right? In astronomy class.
Right next to him. Sam is described really vividly. NASA shirt, Arnie pants, sandy hair, glasses magnifying his eyes, and he's drawing little green men.
Stereotypical Martians.
Totally. He's pegged as the kid who warned me about Mark, and his whole thing, according to the sources, is aliens. He's obsessed, reading conspiracy stuff, taking notes.
Like that article titled Entire Montana Town Abducted by Aliens. Seems like the typical school nerd, maybe?
At first glance, yeah. But we find out later there's a very personal reason for his obsession. It's not just random interest.
Okay. So while John's trying to navigate high school, friendships, romance, his alien side starts breaking through. The first legacy appears.
And the description is intense. It happens in class. He's looking at Sarah, and his hands just start burning, shaking uncontrollably.
Painful.
Extremely. Like needles feel like nails, and then they start glowing. Bright light. This is Lumen, his first power.
And it happens while he's looking at Sarah.
The text specifically notes that seeing her makes it worse. That connection, that human feeling, seems linked to his Loric power emerging.
How does Henri react when John tells him?
Not fear, relief. He actually says, finally. Like he's been waiting for this for years.
So it's expected.
Expected and necessary. Henri explains the light comes from Lorien's core, channeled through a crystal, but, and this is key, John is the source, the power comes from within him.
He generates it himself.
Exactly. So they start training immediately, learning to control it, make the light wide like a room light or focus like a flashlight beam.
And it comes easily to them.
Effortlessly, the sources say, like twitching a finger or blinking an eye. His left hand is dimmer at first, but it's catching up.
And this power showing up brings the Loric chest back into focus. That mysterious box.
Right. The carved box, Loric symbol, weird padlock with no keyhole. John asks Henri, does this mean we open it now?
Yeah, Henri says.
Very soon. He reveals it opens with a Loric charm, needing both their touches, or John's alone if Henri isn't there anymore.
Ominous.
Very. And Henri says it contains things John isn't ready to see yet. More secrets locked away.
So training gets serious now. Henri's impatient.
Very impatient. After Lumen, they move straight to telekinesis, start small lifting an apple, a fork, a plant.
Okay, standard stuff.
Then it ramps up. Kitchen table, snowblower, eventually their truck. Henri's got this principle, if I can lift it physically, then I can lift it with my mind. He thinks the mind will become way stronger.
John must find this weird, right? Being a teenager with these powers.
He has moments of frustration, jokes about it being useless unless they go back to the Dark Ages. It's that clash again, cosmic destiny versus wanting a normal life.
They also train something called fire repellent.
Yeah, involves fire, another Loric crystal, and it triggers visions for John during the training. Powerful ones.
Visions of what?
First, Lorien, back when it was thriving. Described as this incredible paradise jungles, blue sky, double sun, rivers, animals living peacefully. John can fly there. Like Earth, but untouched, ancient.
Wow. So he gets to see what they lost.
Exactly. And he learns its history. It's ancient, way older than Earth. It faced its own environmental crisis thousands of years ago, pollution, global warming. But the Lorik changed. They healed their planet.
Unlike the Mogadorians.
Right. And that healing, that connection to their planet, led to the Garde evolving powers to protect it.
But then the visions turned dark. To the death.
Yeah, horrifying visions of the fall. Explosions, fire, death, these massive Mogadorian beasts, big as houses, razor teeth, breathing fire, killing Lorik. He sees other Garde fighting back, using fire, lightning, storms. And Henri's voice kind of narrates it. We got careless. That is how we were defeated so easily. The Mogs attacked before the Garde Kids' powers fully developed. The first 3 panicked, died. The 9 escaped on the only ship left.
The only ship. Because John sees something else, right?
He does. A vision of a second ship escaping. Different. Running on fuel, like a ball of fire. Henri dismisses it, says it makes no sense, that nothing else survived. So that's a big question mark left hanging. What was on that ship?
And we learned why the Mogadorians are doing this.
Their planet was dying too, about a century ago. But unlike the Lorik, they just destroyed it. Now they need a new home. And they're ruthless killers, hunting the Garde to wipe them out.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. That Bernie Kosar poster detail comes back.
Yeah, the sources just drop it in. The actual Bernie Kosar, the Beagle, showed up unexpectedly right after John's first day of school, just appeared. Another strange piece.
Things really escalate when Henri goes to Athens, Ohio, alone, tracking that writer from Sam's Alien magazine.
Big mistake going alone. John tries to call him, numbers disconnected, instant panic. And that panic triggers his lumen again. But destructively, this time shatters a mirror from 10 feet away. He realizes just how powerful, how dangerous his legacy can be.
And that's when he connects Sam's obsession, his dad's disappearance, to his own reality.
Exactly. He needs help. Needs to find Henri, so he takes a huge leap. He tells Sam everything.
How does Sam react?
Initially, scared, pulls a gun. He's got that They Walk Among Us magazine right there, but then he believes him, especially when John confirms things Henri had already told Sam.
Yeah, we finally learn why Sam is so obsessed.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. His dad vanished just getting milk and bread. Truck was there, glasses on the sidewalk. Sam reveals he was actually scared John was an alien coming to abduct him. It all clicks. The obsession comes from trauma, this desperate hope his dad was taken, not just gone, and maybe could be saved.
So Sam agrees to help find Henri.
Yep. They take Sam's dad's truck to Athens, and Bernie Kosar tags along. John's even practicing telekinesis with Bernie's ball on the drive.
They get to Athens, find the writer, big guy, weird alien tattoo holding tulips.
That's the one. They find Henri tied up in the basement. House is weirdly clean.
And the writer reveals the Mogadorians were there.
Yeah, he says they visited, knew John might come, and tried to spin it like the Garde or the real bad guys.
And John uses his powers. Against the writer.
First time really using them offensively against a human. Stops duct tape midair, spins it around, then uses telekinesis to lift the guy and tape him to a chair upstairs. Pretty dramatic.
Gets information out of him.
Crucial info. 3 Mogs visited him right after the magazines went out. He describes them. Pale, albino-looking, black eyes, sharp teeth, long coats, hats, sunglasses. They asked weird questions, talked fast, mentioned destroying the human race, and number 7 being in South America.
The number 7. So another Garde is located.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And the writer confirms a weakness. Bright light bothers them, causes pain.
And just as they learn that,
Noise downstairs. The Mogadorians are back. They were watching the house, just like they told the writer they would.
they escape.
Out a second-floor window, 20-foot drop. Sam just has to process everything silently. His silence is key to them getting away.
Back in paradise, Henri wants out. He feels the danger closing in.
Doesn't feel safe anymore. But John pushes back. Hard.
He wants to stay. After all that,
He finally has things he cares about. A real friend, Sam, who knows the truth and accepts him, doesn't think he's a freak. And Sarah. He loves her, wants to protect her. Someone who makes him happy, someone worth fighting for.
he argues his powers are growing too. That they proved humans can fight back.
Yeah, he points to Athens taking down those 3 guys. He thinks they learned something important.
Henri agrees.
Reluctantly, with very strict conditions. Training first, always. Before Sarah, before Sam. And the instant there's any sign the Mogs are close, they leave. No arguments.
A fragile truce.
Very fragile. So training ramps up over the winter. Telekinesis gets stronger, juggling balls, lifting heavier stuff. Eventually, their truck. Fire repellent training continues, too.
And more visions come with that.
Yes, painful training, but he sees his grandparents, their legacies, like invisibility. And he sees a space station destroyed. It links back to that second ship mystery. Maybe others did escape Lorien somehow.
Meanwhile, things with Sarah get serious.
Yeah, texting late, talking for hours, saying I love you, real connection. And Bernie Kosar, the dog, keeps acting weird, showing up randomly on John's runs, definitely more than just a dog.
Then comes the party invitation. Mark's house?
Another attempt at normalcy. Sam's nervous about seeing a girl, Emily. It feels like typical high school stuff, but
It goes wrong. Badly wrong. Fire breaks out at Mark's party.
total chaos. John's desperate, searching for Sarah. He hears her, and her dog's name too.
And this is the moment. Henri's rule versus saving Sarah.
He has to choose. And he chooses Sarah, breaks the rule. He runs into the burning house, swallowed by the inferno.
Uses his fire repellent legacy.
Obviously.
Yes. Fights through the fire, finds Sarah and the dogs, gets them out. Mark sees enough, sees John emerge relatively unscathed, says, "You guys smell like smoke. The secret is blown." Which forces John to tell Sarah everything.
He has to. I am not who you think I am. I am number 4.
And her reaction.
This is amazing. She believes him. Quickly, easily. Just accepts it. Their bond is that strong. But John is terrified, not of her reaction anymore, but because the secret's out, the Mogs might find them, and Henri is going to be furious.
The fallout starts immediately. A reporter digs into the fire story.
Baines from the local paper, skeptical. John's worried sick about exposure. And then the hammer drops. Mr. Harris, the principal, calls him in, shows him a printout. Just 4 words and a question mark. Are you number 4?
Oh man, they found him.
That's the confirmation. And almost instantly the school is attacked, lights out, weird noises like an unmanned floor polisher moving on its own, they know. The Mogadorians are inside, they're trapped.
But then, help arrives. Another Garde.
6, black hair, metal staff. She just appears, knows he's 4, confirms the Scar's 3 dead. She reveals the Mogs won't kill Henri, they'll use him as bait. And she says it plain. Only way out is to fight. Kill them.
And she has powers too.
Oh yeah. Invisibility, she can make others invisible too, by touch. Incredible fighter. Seems to heal fast light, bursts her eyes, they heal up.
The Mogadorians in the school, how are they described?
Huge figures, long black coats, hats, sunglasses, carrying swords. They know the guard numbers, probably from that writer's notes in Athens. They've blocked the exits. 6 confirms the light weakness, it bursts their eyes.
Sarah helps again, with an escape rope.
Yeah, she knows a hidden passage under the gym stage, leads outside like an old cellar door, their only way out.
And just as they get out, Henri shows up, with Bernie Kosar.
Henri's got a shotgun, and 6 immediately identifies Bernie. He's a chimera, a shapeshifter. Explains Bernie's protectiveness, his growling, he senses the Mogs.
Outside is chaos, twisted cars.
Bernie doesn't hesitate, runs off, attacks a Mog scout. Teeth in the throat, scout turns to ash. Fearless.
6 uses her powers again.
Unleashes a massive storm. Thunder, lightning, torrential rain. The lightning incinerates the scouts it hits. Just pure power.
And then Mark James steps up. The bully.
Incredibly brave moment. He tackles a scout attacking Henri, saving him. Henri kills the scout. Mark agrees to hide Sarah back in the school, promises to keep her safe. Sarah's terrified, crying.
But the fight isn't over. The beast arrives.
Smashes right through the gym wall. Huge, animalistic. Shotgun does nothing. It roars. 6 makes John invisible. Beast charges Henri.
Henri sounds hopeless, but John refuses to give up.
Yeah, Henri sighs like it's over. But John insists. There's always hope, Henri.
The fight gets personal now. John versus a soldier.
Brutal. John uses lumen. It's deflected. Soldier laughs. Red eyes glow. Grabs John's throat. Throws him 50 feet. John's badly hurt, tremors. He finds a glowing Mog dagger. The soldier has an energy gun. John charges. His fire legacy fully emerges. Fire surrounding me burns it where it stands. He injures the soldier, then finishes it with lumen.
And Sam saves him. Again.
Right when the soldier is falling. Sam followed them through the woods. Incredible loyalty. There's that weird moment where John sees Sam's face as a corpse, then normal again. Unexplained. Mog power, maybe?
Then, Bernie Kosar makes his stand. Against the beast.
Transforms. Grows huge, bear-like lion's mane, just like the vision John had of Hadley. Attacks the beast's leg, trying to protect them.
Let the beast.
Kills Bernie, just like that. John is devastated. Grief and rage.
Henri uses something from the chest. Loric stones.
Pebbles. Puts them under John's tongue. Gives him a surge of strength rejuvenation. Uses the last 2 on John.
The final moments sound desperate. Surrounded.
Just Henri, John, and Bernie fighting. 6 is hurt. Sam carried her off. Mark and Sarah are hidden. A soldier throws a dagger at Henri. John deflects it, weakening him. Henri helps John stand. The beast looms.
And then Henri.
Shot by a soldier. Dies. John screams. Bernie attacks the beast again and is killed too. Everything falls apart.
After all that, John wakes up somewhere else.
Yeah, strange room, bandaged, clean clothes. Sarah's there.
She'll help save them?
Turns out Sarah killed a scout herself. She, Sam, and Mark the humans patched up John and Six using Henri's medical supplies, stitches and everything.
Jan checks his ankle.
Immediately. Still 3 scars. Six survived. She's in the next room with Sam and Mark, injured, but alive because Sam got her to the truck.
He talks with Sam and Mark, his human allies now.
Yeah, really significant conversations. Sam jokes he'd have been nicer if he knew John was an alien all along. Mark. He saved Henri, helped Sarah, even brought a coffee can. John acknowledges they saved him, says we're even. He's found people who accept him, fought beside him.
And Sarah found something Henri left.
While packing John's stuff, an envelope, 17 forged identities inside, and a sticky note, just in case, plus a sealed letter from Henri. John can't face reading it yet.
They have to say goodbye to Henri.
Yeah. They decide to cremate his body. Sam, Six, Mark, Sarah, this new, unlikely group, they're all there. Six uses her power for the fire. They collect the ashes in Mark's coffee can. A strange, sad ritual.
And then they leave paradise.
John and Six, in Sam's dad's truck. Taking Henri's ashes, Mark and Sarah watch them go. John promises Sarah he'll come back if it's the last thing I do. He watches her until he can't see her anymore. Henri's ashes travel with them. The journey changes completely.
Wow. Okay, so that's our deep dive into these specific pages. We've hit the hidden identities, the constant threat, the powers emerging, finding friends, losing protectors. It's a lot.
It really is. The constant running, the scar system counting down the dead, the weight of survival, finding connection only to have it threatened. It's intense stuff just from these excerpts.
For you listening to all this, what really jumps out? Is it the mystery of the Loric chest?
Yeah.
The way the legacies appear? Or maybe the bravery of Sam, Sarah, even Mark?
Yeah, those human connections feel incredibly important here. And maybe think about this. The original mission seemed to be just survive, escape, maybe one day get revenge for Lorien. But John, number 4, he's built a life here now. He has love, friendship, reasons to fight on Earth.
He's found 6, knows 7 is out there somewhere. Made that promise to Sarah. The Mogadorians attacked here.
Exactly. So, does the mission change? Is Earth the new battleground, the place where they make their stand, maybe even try to rebuild something? And how will these bonds they forged in Paradise, Ohio, this little town, shape whatever comes next for the Last Guard?
Something to think about. That concludes our deep dive for today.